Vocals out, now you witnessing a survivor speak. I didn't mess around and went viral right from my driver's seat. This like what the industry was intended. I'd rather make a difference instead of hating and complaining. So let me park the whip, it don't matter, rapper or model chick, singer or comedian, perfect. Let's park in politics. Hey, let's park in politics. Welcome to the pullover, let's park in politics. This the pullover, let's park in politics. I say this the pullover, let's park in politics.
Well, the community is already here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? How y'all feel out there?
What it do?
Man. So we about to get this started. I know I'm late. Hold on, right quick. Let me. Hold on, Creole. Hold on. I'm about to mute you right quick. Let me mute you. I know I'm late. Hang tight, everybody. Listen, let me tell you something. All right. I'm a truck driver. I've been saying this from day one. Since I've been doing this. I know y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now, though. I'm here now. You know, I'm here now. Look, I'm here now. About to give you guys the flavor. About to bring you guys the interview that you guys been waiting for. Shout out to Healing Herb, TBE. You know what I'm saying? So we are here. We are now. We about to get right into it. So welcome to the Lockoutmen podcast show, where we park in politics with all our guests tonight. I am your host, Lockoutmen, and tonight's guest is the Haitian Empress. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So before we get into before trucking, you know what I'm saying? Before we get into life before trucking, technically it's still life before trucking because you haven't jumped in the truck yet. You still going for your license, right?
Yes, but it's a whole story behind that.
Whole story behind
whole story,
man. So listen here. So before we get into all of that, man, first thing first, your name Creole, you know what I'm saying? Haitian. You definitely from the islands. Where of course the name Haitian came from the islands, but you got the Haitian Empress. You put it together. You molded it. Why did you come up with that name?
Well, since you asked, Haitian Empress is because once upon a time, I would say like maybe about 8 years back, so I used to have locks. I was always natural. I decided to grow locks, and I was like, yo, you know what? You know, since, you know, in the Jamaican community, you know, when the guys are talking to you, they always calling, you know, a woman Empress. And I was like, you know what, why not Haitian Empress? You know, so I rolled with that.
Okay, so listen here, Haitian Empress, Creole.
Yes.
Listen, I'm late like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, our dinner date right here at Denny's, as you guys can see in the background. You know, that black people time. You know what I'm saying? Creole.
Yes.
A man taking you out on a date. He's super late, like he is right now. What type of what we feeling right now?
I would have been bounced. I don't have time for that. Did you not see that little introduction? Mother of 5. I don't have time for that. You late. I gotta go.
You ain't give me what is an acceptable? What is an acceptable tardiness for a dinner date?
As far as our date goes, you know, I will respect the fact that you are, you know what I'm saying, an active trucker. So I have to respect that because your safety is important. So, you know, I stuck around, I stayed up, I waited patiently, got the kids all quiet and stuff. But, you know, I'm here.
Okay. So since we here at Denny's, what we eating tonight? What we gonna do?
Well, I was eating some dates. I had a container of dates I was chewing on, you know, while I was waiting, because I'm not too much into like the junk food and stuff. So,
All
you know,
right,
to eat
so on a first date, on a first date. Now, I think you are you probably might not be doing the dating thing no more because you're married, but
got nothing to do with it. I'm unhappily married. Keep that.
Damn.
I'm unhappily married.
Oh shit, no.
But go ahead.
So on the first date, man pays or woman pays, or do y'all go Dutch?
Not a man paying.
Oh, the man paying.
You taking me out on a date. I'm not coming out of pocket. No.
So that means I gotta pay for this Denny's date right here?
Absolutely. And you was late, so you gotta get doggy bags for the kids. All the kids.
Oh, I gotta pay for this dinner date right here.
Yes, you do.
Now, at first, when I told you we was going to Denny's and we was going to get to know each other, you didn't even want Denny's. Like what you wanted? What you wanted?
We could have did, some cheesecake at Junior's out in Brooklyn. We could have did something like that, did a little politic. But you the one, you threw Denny's out there. I don't want no Denny's.
Well, you know why I threw Denny's out there? Because Denny's is the stop for truckers. I mean, is that a Love's? Is that damn near every Flying J? As a matter of fact, I'm at a Flying J right now that literally has a Denny's. So, I mean, if we're gonna hook up on a date, because we're truckers, we get here, like, yo, babe, I'm gonna meet you right here at the Denny's or at the Flying J and all like that. And, I'm going to take you out to eat or whatever. Everything is closed. We get here at about 11 o'clock.
Then I would have no choice than to accept the Denny's.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If you're in a truck and I'm at home and I'm over here eating these dates, then hey, it is what it is.
Well, I'm not doing that over here either. I guess we in the same boat.
But wait, before we start off anything, I want to share with everybody my little ensemble. I want y'all to check out this sweatshirt.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, we gotta represent.
Shout them out. Shout them out. 18 million. Hold on right quick. Let me get my date book. Hold on right quick, because
that's right. We gotta support our own. That's right.
Hold on right quick. I think let me see. I got my date book right here. Let me see. Don't
be late neither. That's good luck.
No. Hold on. Yep. I got them this Friday.
That's right.
I got them coming on this Friday. So, shout out to 18 Willing.
Definitely.
And it's like everybody supporting my G, for real.
Love it. I love this product. I just received my package and I'm very, very satisfied with them.
So how comfortable is the t-shirt?
This is a sweatshirt. This is a sweatshirt that I have on. The quality of the sweatshirt is very good. You can see the design.
Okay.
It's on point. It's on point. Huh?
The embroidery is on point.
It's beautiful.
So what you get? Just the sweatshirt, or you got the pants too?
Well, I mean, I am a plus size female. We all shape different.
Stop. Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. You say what now?
I am a plus size woman.
Stand up again. Stand up again, man. You plus size woman where?
Listen, I'm 5'8". I'm 263 pounds. I'm a plus size woman. So if you want bracket, this is an extra large.
Who in the hell said that you was a plus size woman?
Listen, I'm fluffy. Okay, it's okay. I'm not in denial. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. So this is an extra large for, you plus size ladies out here, and it's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. I live up in Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? And this was my attire for today, was the, the sweatshirt, the vest, some
cold.
jeans.
I'm not fucking Connecticut. You can have that.
It is comfortable.
You can have Connecticut. Better yet, you can put a atomic bomb up under Connecticut and blow that shit off the map.
Yo, this weather is crazy, but I mean it's that time of the year. So what you think? You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm talking about Connect. You up in the Northeast? I don't fuck with the Northeast at all, bro. Sis.
What's wrong with it?
No, I don't mess with the Northeast, man.
Did you call me bro? Wow.
Yeah, bro did slip out for a minute because I was. No,
you hurt my feelings.
Oh, my bad, sis.
We my feelings.
I rewinded back. I apologize.
Mother of five. Mother.
Good.
Yes.
Man. All right. So let's get into your before trucking background, man. So where you from? What's your background? I mean,
I am Haitian. I pretty much grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in the Crown Heights area. I also lived out in Hollis, Queens. Shout out to, what's her name? I don't want to forget, Keisha St. Jules, who was from Queens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I loved it.
Keisha St. Jules, that's my girl right there. Big boss right off the bat, Oh
my God, her story to me is so amazing. So blessings out to her. I come from a dysfunctional Haitian family. My mom's bounced, divorced my pops back in the 80s, the early 80s. And I pretty much grew up with my dad. He was an owner-operator truck driver. Okay. He had his own fleet. He had 7 trucks. And I grew up with him. Okay. So I was a daddy's girl. He's no longer with us. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good. I'm picking up where he left off.
That's what's up. Now speaking of picking up where he left off, do any of the family is still carrying the name,
no.
the
No. I was trucking. He came from Haiti 1962. He started trucking in 1972.
Okay.
All of his trucks, believe it or not, they were all Kentworth K100s. What else? Nobody. They don't have that stuff anymore. That stuff.
If you can remember from the time your dad been a fleet owner, could you remember how easy or how hard it was for him to get drivers to drive his trucks?
Well, it was very easy for him to have drivers because it was always a team of his friends, a squad of them. That they went to school in Haiti and, migrated to the United States, and they always kept that relationship going. So it was never, what I'm saying? It's not like nowadays, people so grimy nowadays, you have to like really be careful. No, it was people that he grew up with from back home that migrated here to America, and they just stayed together.
Okay.
So drivers.
So after your pops passed, what happened to the fleet? Did he give it up prior to him getting close to going home, or?
No, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep it real because it's just in my nature. I'm very honest. I don't have time to be lying and remembering what the lie was. My father, him and my mom, they didn't have a very, healthy marriage toward the ending. So to be honest, when my father and my mother divorced, everything went downhill for him. You understand what I'm saying? This stuff that's going on now with mental health and all of that crazy stuff, it's really real.
It's real.
I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? Because when my moms and my father got their divorce, I was only a baby at the time. But I could tell you that, you know, growing up with my father and now that I'm an adult, that mental health, especially for these truck drivers out here, is real. It's really real. So when my mom and dad went their separate ways, everything went downhill for my dad. Everything.
Mental health, that we touch on, a lot of people that's been affected by it. I try to steer clear of people because you don't know how their day went. They could have had a bad day. They could have had the fleet manager could have fucked them over or whatever the case may be.
What's going on with their relationship neither? Because some of these drivers be in some terrible relationships.
Right.
It's just disgusting. They don't really get that support and that love and that respect that they deserve and that they need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these, it's mostly, to me, I mostly see it affects the men. They don't get that support.
Right.
They don't get that, they don't get that understanding. Like, this man is out here for hours, riding cross country, so you could just, enjoy just the financial end of it. And he's out there grinding. I don't know.
It is hard, man. It's hard, man. Speaking of mental health and people getting fucked up, it's just best not if somebody give you the evil eye or you say hi or something like that and they just look you up and down or whatever, is it okay? Thank you, bro.
Nah, you can't really be like that. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but number one, I'm a talkative person. I'm a friendly person, and I'm always smiling. It's just in my demeanor. And, I don't have a problem saying hello to people. I think people just nowadays, people losing that connection.
A simple smile, if a simple smile might make somebody
contagious. Smiling is contagious.
Yeah, I get that every day, y'all. I'm just saying.
Smiling is contagious.
Somebody hit me up and I see that bright ass smile, and then they just told me today that they'd love to see me smile, and I'm over here like, do I got a good smile?
Yes, you do. It's very jolly. Yes.
Try to force the smile like. Oh man, but sometimes a smile would just change a whole person's outlook.
Especially with this COVID, pandemic going on, people really feeling it. It's not just drivers. What about these kids? I think they feeling it the worst.
I got you. All right. So is it just you? Is it just you, or do you have siblings, or what?
Did I not tell you my father was an owner op? He was a nationwide driver. How many owner op nationwide drivers that don't have kids all over the place? Let's be real here.
Man, I'm one of them. I don't have no damn kids all over the world.
Well, let me speak for my daddy then. My mother and father together is it's two of us. But with this COVID, I lost my brother back in May, my only brother. But altogether, my father has 9 children, and they're scattered everywhere.
Wow, man, that's
hey, spreading some Haitian love. That's that.
That's crazy. So your old man was doing the damn thing, huh?
That trucking life. That's what I'm saying. These relationships. If you ain't happy at home, you want to start. Hey, you got a family in New York. You going? You know what I'm saying? You got a baby mother down in Georgia. You got one in Ohio. It is what it is.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Lockoutmen.
What to say?
You said it's not just a job, it's a lifestyle. And your father took it to heart, huh?
Listen,
So what's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Junior, I keep pronouncing your name wrong, bro. Junior, he says you can't soar with the Eagles hanging around chickens, bro. Hey, I'm representing the Super Bowl, but I'm representing this because this particular Super Bowl was up in Minnesota, and I happened to be there when it was going on. So, I had to get the Eagles one and rock out with that. But that Super Bowl yesterday. Anyway, moving on. So you got the vibe and everything. Oh, and by the way, we're at Denny's, chilling, getting to know one another.
Please.
You see what I did? I had to go home. I had to get the good haircut. You know what I'm saying? The good facial. Y'all see that? I had to. Y'all see me without the hat with the good haircut, so I had to, go to this Denny's right quick. But anyway, so you said back in the 80s, your parents divorced. You went to go live with your father. You got the trucking bug from your father, right? Have you ever went out with him?
Always, all the time. All the time. I was always with him.
Okay.
I literally was raised in his Kentworth.
Oh, you was raised in the Kentworth.
Yeah, that was my bedroom because he was a nationwide trucker.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You said your papa was a Rolling Stone and he had you in the back. I mean, are you telling me that you was privy to some of the?
No. Let me rephrase that. Wherever was like a local run, I will go with him.
Oh, okay. But when
because at the time he was in New York, so whatever is in the area, Connecticut, not too far out. I didn't go OTR with him, no.
Oh, okay.
If he had some local runs.
Okay, Junior, I got you. You said it's not talking about your shirt. I'm talking about the men and their respect. I got you, bruh. Okay, so yeah, that's what's up. All right, so you being with your mom, with your pops and all like that, you pretty much bounced from Miami to New York. How was life like bouncing back and forth between those two states?
You freezing up. Your connection at Denny's is no bueno.
Oh no! Wait. Am I still coming through?
I hear you now. You good?
My connection over here is good. I'm using.
No, it wasn't.
I'm using this good. As a matter of fact, it needs to be plugged up. Hold on.
Before I stop dying and mess everything, you're already late.
There we go. I had to plug it up and make sure that connection is good. All right, so between the two states. Yeah, between the two states, how was the childhood growing up between the two states?
Like I mentioned before, it was very dysfunctional. It was very I don't mean like dysfunctional with drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? My family, they migrated here in the 60s, and it was like, adjusting to being here in America. Mm-hmm. Adjusting to the American culture. So they pretty much was focused on their own lives. You know what I mean? And I'm one of the younger ones, like one of the younger, playing the kids. So I kind of slipped through the cracks.
Okay. So,
but I'm still standing. It's not like a pity party or nothing like that. As you can see, I'm still standing.
Nah, exactly.
I'm still standing.
This is life before trucking. You know what I'm saying? Yes. This is what's going on before trucking, because we know in the midst of everything, you going out to get your license. So we're gonna this is what it's all about. We just want to know about you, who you are, the Haitian Empress. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to know. Creole. Now you say you speak the language. You hit a brother off or something.
I'm back on that South MD. I don't know what you want me to say. But I'm back on that South MD. You want me to speak a little Creole for you, but I don't even know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? What you want me to tell you?
I don't know. Say something. Say something that you say something to come to mind.
Muito fatigué. Ute en retard. I told you I'm real tired and you was late.
Oh, God damn it, man. You know, if you was to tell me,
we don't let stuff go. We don't let it go.
If you was like what you just did, you just told me that in your native tongue, and I ain't know what the hell you just said. You could have cussed me out. You could have cussed me out.
It's good to be bilingual nowadays.
You could have cussed me out 10 days from Sunday.
You ain't know
I'll be like, yeah, baby, that's good. Yeah, you good. Yeah, you all right. Yeah.
Well, that's what I usually get. That's what I usually get. And I just laugh it off. You know, I don't take it personal. It is what it is.
All right. So mother of five, you changing the narrative and everything. What's the oldest to the youngest?
My oldest daughter is Keandra, and she's 24. She's 24 years old. She lives down in Atlanta, Georgia. The next one is Amia. She's 18. She goes to Bay Path University up in Massachusetts.
Okay.
The one after that one is my son, Jalan. He's 13. Then my daughter, she will be 8 tomorrow. Her name is Raya. And then my youngest is 3. His name is Kamion.
Okay.
So they pretty much spaced out.
Okay. So we got a basketball team going on over here.
Yeah, we do. You know, hey, the cable was out. It is what it is. The cable was off. We got the dish.
The starting five over here. You know what I'm saying? The starting five with the oldest one being the center. Whoa.
But I love them very much. That's what they are. Also the ones that assist me in making the decision to get into trucking. I just got into the point. I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm ready to make this financial freedom move happen."
So before you get into trucking, what you was doing? What jobs you was doing beforehand?
Right before trucking, I used to work with in the human service field. I used to work with women that were released out of prison that had children.
Okay.
I did that for about 3 years. Before that, I was doing embalming for 6 years up in Massachusetts.
I see this right here. Mortuary science.
Yes.
That's a job. That's like a job title, like mortuary science. How did you?
That's the degree.
That's a degree.
Embalmer is the job title, but the degree is mortuary science.
So you have to have a mortuary science degree in embalmer.
Yes. So I played with dead people for 6 years.
Okay, I need to. I need to touch on that for a second. How did you end up getting into funeral mortuary science deal? What was the correlation there? I don't see too many. I don't see too many women running to be in a funeral home for a job. I don't see that.
Actually, they out there. There's a lot of females out there now. For my experience,
I know now. I talked to a few. that been that route, but still, it's amazing. It's just amazing to hear your stories about, I just need to know. Just
can't even get it out. It's okay. Take your time.
Just talk to me. I just need to know the vibe of you. Does it bother you?
No. I wanted to help people with their closure. You know what I'm saying? Towards their loved ones. I always enjoyed dead people from when I was a kid. Then there was a TV show. I don't know if you remember. It was called 6 Feet Deep. I used to love to watch that. And then I just started to hate people. Where'd you go? You disappeared. What happened?
No, right quick. You said you always like dead people ever since
Yes.
you were a kid.
From when I was a kid. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you alive, you look one way, but then when you in a box, they make you look totally different. And that was one of my specialties. It's called restorative art.
Yeah, you true about that. You very true about
that. But I stepped away from it because I'm not trying to be disrespectful on here. Black people are broke. What I mean by that, they don't have no insurance, they ain't got no money saved up. I had at the time a major student loan. And I can't be taken from Peter to pay Paul. Nah, I'm good. And I did it for 6 years. I worked with this guy. It's like them black funeral homes. It's not all that people think it's all cracked up to be.
Now,
it's actually sad.
You know what though? They
It's okay.
My guy told me back in the day that death is the biggest money maker that you can ever get into.
It is. Especially right now with this COVID. What? The way people dropping like flies. But then still, I still gotta wait to get paid.
Man. So how did it work? Because I know that funerals, you know, like for people that you know don't have the money or whatever, but you know, like insurance, you had to wait for the insurance to come through in order for you guys to get paid.
And then you have to wait, you know, for those people that have to go through the state, through the welfare office. Then you gotta wait for those vouchers to come in. Everything is a waiting game when you're dealing with people that don't have the money. Or you have to wait till they get their GoFundMe's going, or when they trying to sell dinners. I mean, the funeral business is a booming business, you know, because they catch you when you're very vulnerable, and they're gonna show you all the high price stuff, you know what I mean, instead of bringing you what you can afford. But majority of the time, they can't afford nothing because people don't think about, you know, death.
That's true.
Well, nobody's really ever ready to go. But I mean, we all gonna leave at some point, but nobody thinks about that kind of stuff. So I personally, I got tired of it. I was just only making enough money to stay afloat. And don't forget, I still had that student loan.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I just felt like it was a waste.
So like, did you, like, when you first started, did you like you had to at least throw up a couple of times before you actually got used to it, right?
No, actually, I was already around dead people a lot because when I was like about 18, I used to be a certified nursing assistant.
Okay.
And, you know, working in those nursing homes, I did, you know, witness and work around quite a few patients that passed on. So yeah, I was okay.
But you wasn't like working like you are.
No, right. You know, like working, you know, like bombing and, you know, getting the body preserved and stuff or ready for a funeral. No, but I mean, like, I wasn't afraid of death. You know what I mean? You're there, you know, comforting the patient as they're passing on. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. And, you know, getting them ready for when the funeral parlor comes and picks them up.
Now,
you know, making sure that they and stuff like that.
Now, and I don't want to laugh about this, but, you know, you see these crazy ass movies and stuff like that. I am a movie watcher. I'm just saying. But have you ever encountered a person waking up?
No, my worst experience when I was in the funeral business was when a phone call came in to pick up a body. It came from a apartment complex. And when we went to go pick up the body, that body was in there for a good 60 days on the toilet. You know, because like I was saying earlier, people so busy nowadays, they don't even have time to go check on their loved ones. You know, Like when the last time you spoke to your, your aunts or your great uncles or whatever the case, people don't check on nobody no more. So it's a lot of times it's like other people finding people dead because, and probably in her case, the rent wasn't getting paid.
So being that it was a she, that's what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
So she been in there for that long. That body had to be something to move.
Yeah, it's stiff. So you have to, break them joints. You have to.
Oh God, damn it, man!
We gotta put you in a bag. We can't just take you outside just like that. And another thing I was getting real tired of, the youth, these murder cases and stuff like that. It was starting to make me frustrated because some of them kids was kids that I knew. So it was too much. I'm all set. But the job, I enjoyed giving people that closure.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that.
That's what's up. What's going on
work?
Huh?
I took pride in my work.
Oh, that's what's up. Then you should, as you should. What's going on, everybody that's up in the chat? What's going on? Make sure y'all hit that like button. DeMarcio, I see you. What's going on? Junior says you sound like you from Philly. Nah, bro. She's from where? Where you from?
I live in Connecticut, but I'm Haitian. I'm from Haiti.
That's what's up. Teddy the trucker is in the building. He says hello from South Carolina. Be Easy says, are you doing OTR or local? I'm not sure.
I'm not doing right now.
Exactly. Johnny on the flip side says, yo, Junior, what's going on, everybody? All right. So from there you did 6 years. From there you did a little bit of retail, and you said you pretty much hated all of that shit.
Yeah, I did.
What made you look towards trucking other than your father? Anything else made you come to trucking?
There's a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine. Matter of fact, I love him so much. We're not talking right now, but one of my homeboys, he kept talking to me about trucking, because he knows, that I know about the industry.
Right.
But in my culture, being Haitian, you probably see islanders, women driving trucks, but you're not gonna see a lot of Haitians. If there's any Haitians out there, please hit me up. I would really love to connect with y'all. It's not a part of the culture for women to be truckers. Okay. So I wasn't really allowed to be a truck driver. So, my friend kept talking to me, and I was working at the job, doing the human services, working with the women at the prison. And one day I went to work and I was like, yo, it wasn't the job. I loved my clients. It was the coworkers. They was always trying to find a way to get, the clients to slip up, to get locked up again and get their kids taken away. And to me, that's fucked up. I'm not for that shit. So one day I was on some shit. I went to work and they was getting too mouthy in the job. And I was like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm not doing this no more. I grabbed my bag and I left. And what came on TV when I got home, if it wasn't a Nets trucking school commercial, and I called them and I signed up and I started attending Nets.
All right.
That didn't go very well for me.
So we about to talk about that. Nets, New England Tractor Trailer Training School.
Yes.
Tractor Trailer Training School. Next.
11 grand.
11 grand.
11 grand.
Wait, 11 0 0 0 0?
Yes. $11,000.
11,000 dollars. Are you kidding me?
Yes. That's one of their sites.
11. I gotta call these people up, man. 11,000. What did you get out of this school for $11,000?
Now, I'm only going to speak for myself because everybody's experience is going to be different.
Yes, very much
now,
so.
This was for the long course. They also had a short course, which was for $5,000.
Okay.
But they're not really going to break everything down to you. You know what I'm saying about their school? They just trying to get whatever financial aid going to get. But if you remember in my story, I mentioned about my tuition for my mortuary. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I started going to Nets in August. And I completed the in-classroom setting in January. And now it's time to get the permit. Now I'm outside. Here you have a group of maybe 30 to 40 students.
What?
This is the group. You have 4 straight back trucks. 4 trucks, you're going to learn how to do your straight backs.
Right.
You have 2 trucks that you're going to learn in the next section to do parallel parking.
Okay.
Then another section, you're going to have 2 trucks that you're going to learn how to do your offsets. Then you're going to have 3 trucks to do alley docks. How the hell do you do that with 30 to 40 students?
At $11,000 a student?
$11,000.
And they was bringing
at
in
$11,000.
Wait, this is a truck driving school, not a truck driving company.
This is a truck driving school that's in New England, which is in Connecticut. And I'm going to get even more specific. It's in Somers, Connecticut.
Wow.
But I want you to understand, I attended every day. But I'm not going to fight with a student to get on a truck. I'm not doing And then don't forget these. They're not updated trucks. They're all old trucks. They're all, you know what I'm saying? And I don't expect them to be new trucks because, you know, we're all students, you know, and so these trucks are manual.
Let me ask you this: $11,000. How was you pulled out another loan? You got?
I had to take out another loan, and I also did a partial payment out of pocket.
$11,000.
And did I mention I only have my certificate from Nets of my classroom time, which I do have posted on my page, my Instagram page. I did complete that part. I did very well with that.
Okay.
But now.
So what? So you went there, you paid the $11,000, you got your certificate. Why you don't have your license?
That's the problem. Now, you know, I do reside in Connecticut, but at the time I had a Massachusetts license because I used to live in Massachusetts and I never switched my license over. So when it came time for me to do my actual testing, I have to now test in Massachusetts and not in Connecticut. So because of that, I would go take my test and I'm now dealing with a very racist state trooper. So he made it very challenging for me. Because up there I had to do.
Hold that thought. All right. So disclaimer. This is all on the guests. It's not the opinions of the host and the host of the Lockoutmen podcast show.
Right. I'm only speaking on my experience. I'm speaking for me.
Continue.
I want to make that clear. I'm grown. We all grown. I'm speaking about my trucking journey and my own experience that I've dealt with at Nets, New England truck driver training school. I'm speaking on my own.
That's a lot of damn.
So now let me speed it up. So I went to my test. You know, I did my the first part of your testing you have to do is your air brakes. I did good with that. Now in Massachusetts, the more of the parts that you name off as you're doing your pre-trip, you accumulate points.
Right.
Come on, I've grew up around trucks all my life, so naming the parts on the truck, that's a breeze for me. And not only that, it accumulated points for me for when it's time for me to do my maneuvers. You can't hold nothing against me. Mm-hmm. So now it's time I did that with no problem. Now it's time for me to do my maneuvers, which was I had to do a straight back. Right. I had to do an offset. And then now it's time for me to do an alley dock. And every time I go to position the truck to do an alley dock, he's telling me I'm out of bounds. When I finally get the truck, in Massachusetts, you have to get it centered in the box. Mm-hmm. Homeboy pulled out a metric tape and rolled it, and I'm on the line. Wow. So I was like, I'm good.
He broke out the
that was it.
He broke out the tape on your ass.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
But it was okay though. I didn't let that, that experience with that state trooper discourage me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I know what I experienced at Nets. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is like, you have these large groups, you're talking to these instructors, the instructors is flirting with the other ladies out there, they bullshitting. I just paid all this money to take this training. But it's all right though. Then my brother passed away. He wound up catching the COVID down in New York City. He already had his own health issues. He was a truck driver also. He had a lot of health issues because he wasn't taking care of himself. That's another thing that, people are not doing in the trucking industry. They're not taking care of their health. They get on these trucks and they become very, overweight and unhealthy. And, when he caught COVID, he was unable to fight that off with him being asthmatic and stuff. And at that time, the first thing that they were doing was just throwing their patients on ventilators. And, you can't go see your family members or whatever. So that was just a lost cause. I mean, it's all good. So I went through my little phase of hurt and a little depression because that was my only brother. We have the same mom and dad. I got over that. Then I heard about something that was going on called the CARES Act. That was with some funds being released for people to take training that were being that were unemployed and affected with the pandemic that's going on. Yeah. So now I took advantage of that opportunity. I took it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck Nets. I went down to the Department of Motor Vehicles because now you have to schedule an appointment for everything. I scheduled me an appointment to have my license transferred. I now am a Connecticut license holder. Okay. And I signed up for a program called WIOA. Okay. And they called me because, like I said, with the pandemic, everything is done either remotely or over the phone. Mm-hmm. And I qualified for the program, and I will be attending All-State Trucking School, which is in Seymour, Connecticut. And I start on March 1st.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You stay vigilant.
There's always a way around stuff. It's not, nothing is written in stone. You just got to learn to be patient. And when it's your time, it's going to come.
And that's all you got to do. All you got to do is wait.
That's it.
Creole, man. You're a felon, yo. You do not look like no felon. Like, you don't look like no felon, man. Look at you over here talking about you a BBW.
Yeah, I'm about that life.
You're not a felon, man. What happened? What you do to become a felon?
Well, I mean, nowadays you could just sneeze on somebody and that's an assault to where they'll take it to the next level on your ass. Wow, with me being a felon, it wasn't because of nothing crazy. I don't want nobody to, think nothing crazy. When I had my daughter, the one that's going to be 8 years old tomorrow, I went through something during her childbirth called postpartum depression.
Right.
And after I gave birth to her, it was like a cloud that came over my head. And every time, I would tell my husband at the time, yo, something don't feel right. Because remember, I have other kids, so I know when something ain't right.
Right.
It was like I didn't want to connect with this newborn baby. I didn't want nothing to do with her at all. Like from the moment I had her, I didn't even want this kid on me. And I would tell, you know what I'm saying, the healthcare, like, yo, something is not right. I would tell him something ain't right. They still sent me home with the baby. I stopped eating, but I was still taking care of the kids, taking care of home, making sure everything was straight. But internally, I was not okay. And just like how, you know, the viewers are looking at me now, they would look at me and be like, yo, she looks straight. Don't look, you can't judge a person from the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, time passed. I made a phone call to my obstetrician and I was like, yo, something is going on. And they kept ignoring that. So then she told me to come in. My husband went with me. We took the baby. And I started to express to her, you know, like how I've been feeling. Like when I'm taking a shower, I'm constantly crying. I can't connect with this baby. I'm not eating. So if I'm not eating, that means I'm not giving the baby, you know, enough nutrients. I'm a breastfeeding mom. I don't give my kids, you know, like that formula and stuff.
Right.
Then I had to remember, like, hold up, people in Ethiopia be breastfeeding their kids and they not eating. So I just kept on like fighting myself to take care of this baby. Man, I went to the store. Listen to this shit. I went to the store. You gotta be careful because people don't know how to mind their fucking business. I went to the store, right? I went to the dollar store. And matter of fact, it was Dollar Tree. I went to Dollar Tree to go get some school supplies. I took my son with me. I took the baby with me. Please tell me why my son played the hocus pocus act in the damn store. I went and got my husband because he was in the car. I said, yo, watch the baby. I gave him the baby because she's in the carrier. Gave him the baby. He put her in the car, you know, locked the carrier in the seat. And I went back in the store to go look for my son. But it's in a plaza. It's not like it's a store by itself. And lo and behold, I can't find this boy. So at this point, I'm starting to get a little frustrated.
You freaked out.
Calling his name. It's mad people in the store because it's back to school time. And, you know, I even asked the store manager, yo, can you help me find my kid? Because we was in this store. It's a nice size store. Let me tell you what this little boy was doing. I'll be in one aisle. He'll be like 2 aisles over. He knows that I'm looking for him because I'm calling him. He's running around the store as I'm looking for him, but he's hiding. So when I finally get a hold of my son, I grabbed him by his arm so that we could leave out the store.
Right.
I get into it with the manager. So then I told the manager, like, yo, this is my son. You know what I'm saying? I don't tolerate this stuff like this. I also grabbed my son by his ear. And I was like, when I call you, you're going to learn to listen. Right. Well, somebody was recording that. And it went all the way to court. But how did it get to court? When I left and got back in my car, somebody, which was a regular customer, took a picture of my license plate. When they took a picture of my license plate, all that shit caught up with me a whole year later.
A year later?
A whole year later, it caught up with me and it went through the court system. And I became a felon for grabbing my son by his arm and grabbing him by his ear. Never had a DCF case. None of my kids were never taken away from me or nothing. So this is what I mean. A felon. Yeah, I'm the wrong skin complexion. That's what that's all about. You know, and I'm not racist. I don't want nobody to think I'm racist. But when you're dealing with the justice system and you ain't got this, it's over. They're going to drag you through the dirt.
Wow. You know what? I grew up in the 60s. You know, I was born in 69.
You got your ass whooped a couple of times. You better be in the house for the street like, come on, don't like what we want to do. Yeah.
I grew up in the 70s, late 80s. I grew up when the mom tell you to go outside and get a switch to get that ass whooped. I grew up in a time. I grew up in a time where capital punishment in school was to paddle. Now you can't discipline your kid.
But did you catch the part when I said I grabbed him by his arm
Right.
That's his ear.
Right.
I never hit him. I never slapped him. I didn't beat him in the store or nothing like that. All it took for was somebody to pull out their phone.
They took the discipline away from the parents
and took a picture of my plate. You see this right here?
They took the discipline away from the parents. Like, if a kid, if you whoop a kid's ass for doing whatever, doing whatever, and he goes to school and be like, yo, my mom's, whoop me and all like that. You mean to tell me that when they call they'll call the DCF or the family services and all like that, and you gonna come to my house and try to tell me how to discipline my kid?
Listen,
I never disciplined my son. My estranged wife, she disciplined him, right? I never discipline my son. I give him the evil eye. Like,
sucker, beat that ass.
And he straightened up right quick. But I told him, like, when he was in his teens, I was like, look, bro, I tell you what, my G, if you ever call DCF on me, pack your shit and go with him.
But you know what? It never changed the love for my kids. My son, he's now, this happened years ago. Like I said, my daughter about to be 8. My son is now going to be 14 this coming up. You know what I'm saying? I have all of my kids and I love all of my kids. And that situation didn't change the love I have for my kids. And not only that, I have these jobs, my job history. That didn't change anything either. You know why? Because when I go to these job interviews, I just keep it real. You have to learn to be honest because it's always, a case by case type of situation. They're going to know you have that felon anyway. Just be honest. I don't see a reason in my situation. I don't see a reason why I have to hide something like, yo, I was disciplining my kid. I grabbed him by his arm and his ear. Somebody was recording me.
Now, I made the call to these companies out here, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to make a quick video on a particular company that just called me back. I'll let you guys know about it soon. But when I make the call to these companies out there, the question I always ask them is, what's their policies on felons? And they do say it's a case-by-case basis. Being that that you're going to get your license, you might run into those case-by-case basis, though. Now, one company in particular that I talked to has zero tolerance on felons, period. Another company that is felon-friendly is a company that I hope that you don't choose, and that's Western Express. They are felon-friendly.
They have horrible stories.
Yeah.
I hear horrible things about them. But to be honest with you, I'm the type of person, I don't, just because one door closes, another one is going to open. I'm not the type of person that'll be like, yo, I went through all of this to get my CDL and I can't get, no. It's too many companies out there. And guess what? I can always do my own thing. I can always do my own thing.
There you go. That's what's up with that, man. All right, Haitian Empress. Yes, ma'am. So with COVID season going on right now, and you're gonna start back. You're gonna start back school.
Yeah.
When are you gonna start back school, and when will you be finished?
Actually, this school is private. It's one-on-one. It's an hour and a half, and I only got to put in 40 hours. And I start on March 1st, which is on a Monday.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, more power to you. Much success of you getting your license. Definitely come back on and let us know, what company, if you want to let that be known. What company you
I will, because in Connecticut, it's a lot of owner ops out here too. A whole bunch of these drivers out here where I'm at. It's a lot of owner ops. So I don't even have to go to any of those mega carriers to make it happen.
That's all you have to do is just go ahead and ask them, like, yo, you hiring? I got
That's
my
it. And it's clean.
Then it's clean. That's what's up. That's what's up. I do want to, I do want to touch back a little bit. You said that you was unhappily married. Explain that to me. You don't have to
see this right here? I am unhappily married.
It was hold on. It was something that you, like I said, it was something that you said about that, because a lot of people say they're happily married, but you're like unhappily married, but you're still married.
Yes. I'm unhappily married to my husband because he, in my marriage in the beginning, that honeymoon stage, everything was just, it was good. He's a great guy. I'm not about to throw him under the bus. He's a really good guy. But when you're in a marriage, it's you and your partner. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having family, friends, and all of that shit in the mix.
Exactly.
You can't, talk about the past. You can't do that. And I tolerated that for 8 years. I tolerated it. There was no communication, none of that. As y'all can see, I'm mad talkative. I stay running my mouth. So I don't have a problem expressing my feelings. I'm a very spontaneous, exciting person. I'm not boring. And it's like, it was getting to the point where now I feel like I'm kissing his ass. Like, yo, baby, how I look today? You like this crochet locks? What's going on? You like these? I shouldn't have to do that.
Nah, you should be more attentive.
Hey, it is what it is. It takes two. But now, I'm focused on me.
It's more so the issues. It's more so the friends and the outside.
Yeah.
Is messing.
Yes.
It's not like you call them cheating or.
No, it's none of that. It's none of that. No.
So
no insecurity, no abuse. It's none of that.
So there's a chance for you guys to.
Did you not hear me say 8 years?
Eight. Well, I mean,
I can't get that time back. And the last I checked, my breath don't smell like shit because I don't kiss no ass. It's time to move forward. Life is short. Did you know that with this COVID out there, people dropping dead? When I leave, I want to leave my kids some stuff, and I ain't trying to leave them no bills.
That's what's up. And trucking is going to do all that for you.
Yes. And I'm excited. I'm very excited.
At least you hope so, because like I said, trucking is not for everybody. I'm just saying.
I'm ready.
But you seen it firsthand with your father and his and his fleet and all like that.
My brother too.
So, all right, well, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you coming on. Definitely, you're a citizen now. Definitely let me know how everything turns out. What company you gonna get with? How the school, come and let us know your experience with the new school that you gonna go to. So, but you would not suggest next.
But wait a minute, before we end all of this, I want to give, a couple of people some shout out, because I want people to know, some of these.
There you go. Go ahead.
I need to give a shout out to the people that I've been following while I was on my trucking journey. While I'm on my trucking journey, I want to give a shout out to Ronell from Trucking Hustle, Alex from Good Energy, Trucking Guru, Party Hard, Key to Win the Trucker, Keisha St. Jules. Pamela. Yes. OTR Diva. Miss Diva Trucking. Jay Rich. Clarissa Rankin and Joey Rankin. Trucker Brown. Way Too Fly. Brewster. The Brilliant Moment. Blake Tubbs. Queen Trucking. Wait, keeping it 100. And you, of course, and anybody that I left out, I want to give a shout out to my kids, my significant other, my true supportive friends, my mother, and everybody else out here that's watching this video. I love you guys so much, and keep it up and be safe, please.
Hey, for the buzzard, I didn't do that.
That's your issue, not mine.
No, I don't have no issues with. Ain't no lie, ain't no drama over here. I don't have no issues with nobody.
But I appreciate them all, and plus all the other ones. It's thousands of them out there.
Yeah, I got much love to everybody in this genre,
in the industry, yeah.
In this industry, especially for the ladies.
The queens out there
is doing the damn thing.
A beautiful job.
Like I said, I talked to, I had the pleasure of talking to all of them. I had the pleasure of talking to Clarissa Rankin. I had the pleasure of talking to Pink Baby Doll. You know what I'm saying? The pleasure of talking to Keeping It 100. You know what I'm saying? Meeting spunky females like You Love India, you know what I'm saying? And the boss lady herself, Keisha St. Jules. I mean, her story was just the bomb right there.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
And
of course, Jay Rich, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the bottom all the way up to, Jay Rich Global. So yeah, definitely shout out to all of the lady truckers, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So Creole, thank you very much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Definitely come back and share your experience with the new place. And I'll let you go. So hold on, don't go nowhere. We about to end the show. Give me a second. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us tonight while we was at Denny's chilling. You know what I'm saying? Our little dinner date is now over with. Somebody got to pay the bill. Who's paying the bill tonight? Who? Oh, okay. I guess I gotta pay the bill, huh? Well, we're going to go ahead and pay that bill and get on up out of here. I really do appreciate it. If you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. If any of you guys want to come on and share your experience with me on the Lockoutmen podcast show, be easy. All you got to do is hit me up in the DM over at Instagram and follow me. That's Lockoutmen on Instagram. Or you can hit the Gmail. That's Lockoutmen podcast guests. And hit me up over there. You say, yo, Lockout, I want to come in and holler at you, dude. What's going on? I'll bring you guys on. That's what we try to do over here. We try to be try to be happy. And I give the people their floor. Let them talk. Let them get the stories out, because that's what I do. I meet interesting people, and I am very like into their stories and all like that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish out tonight. I really do appreciate you guys being here, even though we was a little late, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. You guys take it easy, and we'll come back together once again in another video. Peace.
I go inside.
Cause baby, once I'm gone, I ain't coming back. You gon' have to settle with another man. But when you realize